What's going on, everybody? We're going to talk today about one of the biggest issues people face when they are playing golf, and that is handling pressure. Let's get into it. What's going on, everybody? Scott Hogan coming at you here today. We are going to be talking about handling pressure. We're going to be using the Pinseeker app to be able to do that with E6 Connect. It's a great app where I will link it down below, and it's a great one for you to start working on how to handle pressure. And I think a lot of people, when they hear that term pressure, they think, hey, I'm not playing tournaments, I'm not doing, any competitions, things like that. But inherently, golf has pressure. If you're somebody that cares about how you play golf and how you score, there is going to be pressure when you go to play because, you might be trying to break your personal best. You might be trying to shoot your low round. You might be trying to beat your buddies. Whatever it is, you will feel pressure when you are out there. There's trouble, things like that going on. So there's a great way to practice that and start working on that. There's a couple of things that we need to have built into our game that are going to help us. So, for example, I've got set up here a little pitching wedge for me. It's 143 yards. It's downhill 35 feet. So I would anticipate this is going to play around 130 to 135 yards. Wind a little bit out of the left. And the first thing we have to do if we are going to handle pressure is we have to come up with a strategy for what we want to do. You have to say, all right, this is the shot that I am trying to play. I think so many times people just get up there and they're like, man, I hope I just hit it on the green. And the issue with that is you leave yourself open for a lot of interpretation in that. While you're getting up over the ball, it's like, man, this could happen. Did I think of this? Did I do this? You want to make sure you pick the most specific shot that you can and be able to apply that. It doesn't matter if you're a 2 handicap, a scratch player, or a 20 handicap. You have a shot that you play. Maybe you hit the ball towards the left side of a green and you let it, fade right 15 yards. That's a shot. And I can plan for that. I can say, all right, hey, I'm going to aim at the edge. I'm going to let it curve over into the middle of the green. Or vice versa. You hit it at the other edge and you have a draw. I'm going to aim at the middle and have it fall left 2 yards. Whatever it is, you should have hit enough golf balls where hey, this is the shot that I'm trying to hit, okay? Now, I've got my shot here. I know a couple of things, right? So I'm playing a little bit of a contest. Again, so hitting inside and on the range, sometimes we just hit away. I love the Pinseeker because I've got a little contest here closest to the pin, and I've got 2 swings at it, and I know I've got to hit the ball within about 14 and a half feet, okay, to get into the competition or into the money, as they would say, all right? So what I need to do is come up with what my plan is going to be. So I'm looking at this shot. Like I said, I've got pitching wedge. This is a 140-yard club for me. I'm not 100%, full go on it right now with as far as warmed up and all that, but we're okay. We're feeling all right. So I already know I'm going to probably hit this like maybe 80, 90%. I'm going to call it 85 then, all right? So I got to get specific. So I'm going to go 85. And then I also like to play a little bit of a draw. So it's a pitching wedge. It's not going to draw that much. So I'm going to aim maybe just a yard or 2 right of the flag. I got to hit it close. I've got to go for it. If this was a different scenario, I would maybe say playing a tournament with a 1-shot lead, maybe I'm going a little more at the middle of the green, but I would still be specific about how I'm going to hit my target. And from there, I know, all right, I'm going to hit my 85%. I'm going to play my little draw. I have a shot that I can play to rehearse my shot. So obviously we're in a little bit of a tight space. So I just like to feel it out. And this is actually how I do my practice swings anyway. I don't actually make like a full-on practice swing. I make a little practice swing feeling out. So I want to hit a draw. So I need to feel where I want the face to point, and I need to feel where I want my club path to go relative to that club face. So, if I'm hitting this shot and I'm starting it just a little bit to the right of the flag, I need to feel that face pointing there, and I need to feel the club traveling out towards the right side of that face, right? So once I've got that, I need to step up and hit the shot, okay? So I've got my feel, I'm going 85, we're gonna hit our little draw, right? Okay, started out right, it's drawing in there. Oh, I had to get it to 14 and a half, and I hit it to 17. Wah, wah. I'm not gonna finish inside on the leaderboard, but I feel really good about the shot, right? So I know, like, hey, I had that my goal. I can say, hey, this is what's going to go on. From there, we have to execute, okay? We have to execute the shot. And then afterwards, evaluate your shot. Say, you know what? Hey, I didn't exactly get my goal, but hey, I stepped up and I hit a really, really quality shot under pressure. You know, the ball spun. Actually, I landed inside of my zone. It spun out. Hey, I feel really good about that, because the other thing that's going to help you handle pressure, and this is the last one, is we call it self-talk, okay? Too many times people are beating themselves up when they're out there on the golf course, and golf will do that to you. You will get where, hey, I don't feel like I can do this, or, you know, I'm terrible, whatever. I hear it all. But the big thing you have to do is you have to analyze your shot and say, you know what? I actually hit it. I stepped up and hit a really good shot there. I landed it inside of my target. Now it spun out. I wasn't 100%, you know, ready for that. And you know what? That's just the way it is, right? But I can go away from that shot saying, you know what? That was actually pretty darn good. And I feel good about it. And I'm going to take that positive mojo, okay? And I'm going to take that to the next shot. So you have to go through a process and a routine to handle pressure. Now, if you do it and you struggle and you hit a bad one, that's why you're practicing this. That's why you're doing this. That's why you use some challenges. That's why you play those games, to be able to be ready when it actually goes out to the course and you are ready to go. I can't stress that enough, that you have to practice with challenge to be ready for the challenge out there on the course. So Pinseeker is a great way to do it. I've been really enjoying it, and we'll have some contests for you where you can win a lesson with me. So stay tuned for that. And as always, click that subscribe button. We're going to have more helping you get better with your launch monitor, how to improve your game. And also, we have our online coaching academy. Make sure you check that out in the description below as well. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Go out there, work on that routine, start planning your shots, evaluating your shots, and you're going to be a much better player. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.